April Kepner, a main character in Grey's Anatomy, left after season 14, but she returned at the end of season 17 as a special guest star. Grey's Anatomy is notorious for writing off characters. The show is unafraid to kill beloved fan favorites. Grey's Anatomy even killed Lexi Gray and Mark Sloan within episodes of one another. If Grey's Anatomy decides to keep a character alive, the show often writes them off in divisive ways. For example, Alex Karev's Grey's Anatomy exit was highly controversial because it unraveled years of character development. Callie Torres also moved across the country to New York after engaging in a ruthless custody battle with Arizona over their daughter, Sophia. And Izzy Stevens unexpectedly leaving in Grey's Anatomy Season 6 is probably the show's most prominent example, with the lack of closure for Izzy leaving many viewers disappointed. There was another character exit that is not as controversial but still drew complaints, especially given how unexpected it was. Sarah Drew, who portrayed April Kepner, made an untimely exit at the end of Grey's Anatomy Season 14. Sarah Drew was written out of Grey's Anatomy. Grey's Anatomy Season 14 was Sarah Drew's last season as part of the main cast. Drew left Grey's Anatomy in Season 14, Episode 24, All of Me. It was a huge shock, especially since Jackson and April's relationship was a fan favorite in Grey's Anatomy. Jackson and April were expected to get back together, so it felt like a slap in the face when April spontaneously decided to marry her ex, Matthew Taylor. At the time, Drew told The Hollywood Reporter that April Kepner's untimely exit was because the show had too many characters and that they needed to downsize because they couldn't service all of the characters effectively. It is ironic that Grey's Anatomy wrote off April Kepner for this reason, as rushing her marriage with Matthew right after they reconnected was a huge disservice to her character. Drew correctly said that April's journey with Faith came full circle, and Grey's Anatomy beautifully captured that aspect of the character. However, April and Matthew's unexpected romantic reconciliation was unnecessary and even distasteful, especially so soon after losing his wife. It would have been much more effective if April and Matthew had just reconnected as close friends. How Grey's Anatomy handled April Kepner's departure and return. April resigned from Grey Sloan and appeared years later when Jackson wanted to move to Boston. In Grey's Anatomy Season 14, Episode 23, Cold as Ice, April and Matthew get into a car accident, which leads to April falling into a ravine. Owen only discovers her after returning to the scene of the accident. The remainder of the episode involves the doctors at Grey Sloan Memorial Hospital attempting to warm up April from hypothermia and then revive her. After the accident, April resigns from the hospital and dedicates her time to volunteering at a clinic that provides healthcare for Seattle's homeless community. A new update about Criminal Minds, Evolution Season 3 indicates that the resolution for Elias Voight's cliffhanger will ultimately be a disappointment. CBS long-running procedural found a second home on Paramount Plus after it ended its 15-season stint on the network. While it has been revamped to be darker and gorier, considering its new platform, the show is still technically a sequel to its predecessor, with the Criminal Minds, Evolution's core cast coming over from its previous run. That said, however, the change in format allows it to delve deeper into its suspects, especially Zach Gilford's Elias Voight. Previously known as Sicarius, the serial killer and master manipulator has been Criminal Minds, Evolution's main villain in the last 2 seasons. Even after Emily Prentiss BAU caught him in the Season 1 finale, he continued his reign of terror, using the mystery of Gold Star as his bargaining chip. Following an intense sophomore year, Voight officially ran out of options, as he was officially moved to prison. This became a cause for celebration for the profilers. Although Dave Rossi's continued hallucination of the unsub hinted that his story is far from over. Criminal Minds, Evolution Season 2 finale showed Voight getting attacked in prison. Voight is stabbed repeatedly. Before taking down Gold Star, the BAU was forced to rely on Voight's help one more time as they searched for the abducted Prentiss. While the criminal helped them, Sicarius requested that he would be released to the general population in prison, which was odd, considering his penchant for being alone. Unsurprisingly, the profilers were suspicious, but with Prentiss' life in danger, they had no choice but to agree. In the final scene of Criminal Minds, Evolution Season 2, Voight was attacked by 2 fellow prisoners and got stabbed repeatedly, hinting that he may have been killed. Although it looked like Sicarius was finally killed, the fact that Criminal Minds, Evolution didn't show his body effectively kept the door open for his survival. The good thing is, instead of keeping viewers waiting for answers until Season 3's premiere, showrunner Erica Messer has confirmed that Voight will actually survive the fatal attack in prison. This shouldn't be surprising, given how cunning the serial killer is. If anything, this may have been a part of his plan to escape prison and would explain why he wanted to be in the general population in the penitentiary. Criminal Minds, Evolution Season 3 will pick up months after the Season 2 finale. The time jump means it won't show the immediate aftermath of Voight's tragedy. Zach Gilford as Elias Voight and Joe Mantegna as David Roshan. Criminal Minds, Evolution. Currently, production for Criminal Minds, Evolution Season 3 is already underway. The cast and crew return to the set to continue the BAU story on Paramount+. Because of this, there are already updates about what to expect from the Profilers' return to the small screen. That includes when the new year would start. With that, it has been confirmed that Criminal Minds, Evolution Season 3 will pick up 6 months after the Season 2 finale. The police procedural has done so many time jumps in the past, and normally, they don't really impact its storytelling. This time, however, it's different because Criminal Minds, Evolution Season 2 ended on a cliffhanger. Doing a substantial time jump between years means that the show won't show the immediate aftermath of Voight's stabbing. While Messer has already confirmed Voight's fate after the lingering mystery, it's still different to see how the fallout from his prison snafu impacts the BAU, especially since the show's sophomore year left them in such a celebratory state. Now, by the time Criminal Minds, Evolution Season 3 starts, the Profilers have already adjusted to learning about what happened to Sicarius. What Criminal Minds, Evolution Season 3 time jump may mean. The aftermath of Voight's stabbing can be revealed via exposition. Adam Rodriguez as Luke Alves, AJ Cook as Jennifer J.J. Jarrow, Paget Brewster as Emily Prentice, Kirsten Vangsness as Penelope Garcia and Aisha Tyler as Dr. Tara Lewis in Criminal Minds, Evolution. Despite picking up half a year after the Season 2 finale, Criminal Minds, Evolution Season 3 will have to eventually reveal what happened after Voight's stabbing. It's just that ideally, instead of expository dialogue and flashbacks, the series can actually show in real time what went down after word about Sicarius' latest incident spread. Dave Rossi and Prentice Wood.